Hey everybody, it's Taylor with Boydston Grove, and today we're gonna make an alligator pull toy.
Yeah!
Let's get into it. For the last couple weeks we've been working on outdoor projects, so I figured it's time to take a little bit of a breather, and we haven't made a toy in a while, so let's do that. I'm always on the lookout for fun and interesting toys to build, and I came across this alligator pull toy that I thought would be fun to recreate. Now this person is obviously not from Florida, so I decided to redesign it a little bit and create a template for it. I'm using a piece of ambrosia maple that I had left over from the cribbage board that I made a while back. I like to use hardwoods if possible when I'm making toys because I think it makes the toys just a little bit more durable. Without a bandsaw, I needed to cut everything out on the scroll saw, but it actually worked out really well, even with this hard wood. A few points to remember is to make sure that you're using the correct blade for the project, and just move nice and slow. If you're interested in building this alligator pull toy for yourself, we have a full set of templates over on our website that also includes a set of templates for some toddler push toys. I'll make sure to leave a link to this bundle in the description below so you can head over there and check it out. Once I had all the pieces cut out, I used a 3/8 inch Forstner bit to drill out the holes for the axles. Then I used my heat gun to remove the template. It was around this point that I decided I wasn't happy with the different way that I designed the hinges for the back pieces, so I recut the back pieces to match the style of the front pieces. All these changes have been made to the template on our website. Meanwhile, little did I know, I was being watched. And not by one owl. Not even by two owls. By 3 owls? Oh no. 4 owls sitting above my shop. Alright, we're getting distracted. Back to the project. The next step was to drill holes for the hinges, and for that I used a 1/4 inch bit. Then it was on to sanding and shaping, which is actually the most important part of this project. The more that you can round those hinge ends over, the better the pieces will be able to pivot.
Pivot! Pivot!
I just took my time and worked with each piece, testing them along the way until I was satisfied with the amount of motion they were getting. Once the pieces were all sanded and ready, it was just a matter of getting to the house to add the finish before assembly.
That was close.
I watered down some craft paints to paint the body. I like this technique because, like stain, it allows the wood grain to shine through, and I can work my way up to the color that I want. Then I used some paint pens to add some features to the head. After that, it was back to the shop for clear coat and assembly. Using some 1/4" dowels, Titebond's Quick and Thick, and CA glue, I assembled each section, making sure not to get glue in the middle sections that need to be able to pivot. Normally for a project like this, I would use some pre-made 1.5" wheels that I keep on hand, but they looked a little silly next to this big alligator. So I went ahead and cut some 2.5" wheels out of a leftover piece of that ambrosia maple. I drilled through a piece of dowel for a handle, and I almost forgot to drill through the head for the rope to go through. And then, with some brightly colored rope, our pull toy is complete. Alright, our alligator pull toy is complete, and like I said, we have a set of these plans along with the set of toddler push toys in a bundle on our website, so make sure to check that out if you want to build this for yourself. Now there's a few things that I would like to do different and a few things that I changed on the plans to make it easier for you. Number one, you notice that this front wheel blocks the front hinge just a little bit, causing it to not pivot as much, so I moved that axle a little bit forward in the plans. I also increased the hinge size a little bit so that there'll be a little bit extra room for it to pivot in. I think that'll make it work just a little bit better. All in all, this was a pretty quick project that I was able to knock out in a couple hours. Let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas of how we can improve on this design. Thank you very much for watching, be safe, and have a great day.